Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to get a little bit into the spooky season spirit, and I know I'm a little late because this is my first Halloween video and Halloween is right around the corner, but I've been super busy. So yeah, I wanted to read you some spooky stories today. These were submitted into a Google form like a month ago. It's been a while, so if you submitted this, you honestly probably forgot because it's been a while. But yeah, I'm super excited to read these. I have not read them yet, so this will be my first time. And you guys know how bad I am at reading things while I am actually playing the game. So that's why I have tucked myself in a corner here, not necessarily in a corner, tucked myself in a little part of the Halloween, like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 sitting here, so definitely grab a drink, grab a snack, maybe do some training, some cleaning, go for a walk, anything where you can just plug this in and listen, because the screen is definitely not going to be interesting. Don't mind the drinking sounds. My throat gets very dry when I'm filming. Alright, so we're gonna start off with a shorter one. Well, before we start, viewer discretion is advised. I don't know how spooky these get and what the topics are, so obviously I'll cut it out if it's like too bad, but yeah, just watch with caution if you are under the age of like 10. I don't know. Okay, first one, it starts off. This was pretty recent, but one night, it was around 2 a.m. and I was going to go to sleep. Then I heard my veranda door open and close. I thought it was really creepy, but went to sleep. In the morning, I asked my parents if it was them, and they said no. Still don't know what it was to this day. That is really creepy. I hate random creaky sounds. My house is like pretty new, so that doesn't happen a lot, but it's definitely creaky. Pretty spooky. Okay, oh my goodness. This one is an SSO story someone made up, I think. Okay, this should be interesting. A dark, dark night, a long time ago, a man named Joe Thompson worked for DED. He was a miner and wasn't noticed very much within the company. One night, the Jorvik News reported the biggest storm in history approaching the island fast. Joe hadn't heard the news as he was on a hack with his lovely black mare amongst the hills and trees of Greendale. He was so focused on their ride, he didn't notice the wind picking up, with the sky growing darker and darker. He kept riding, enjoying the time he had with his mare. Then a blinding lightning bolt hit the grass, starting a fire before them. But something was different about the fire. It was green where it had hit, yet orange all around, slowly forming a circle around them amongst the smoke. Slowly forming a circle around them amongst the smoke and fire, a man walked toward Joe and his mare and said, "You are powerful, Joe. You and that silly little mare of yours, so let me tell you it's time to unleash, and you will work for me. Understood?" "What? I just want to enjoy my hack." "You are not Joe anymore. You are 𝗟𝗯𝗄, and you will obey me." Joe was terrified, and so was his horse. She was rearing in fright. Before he could respond to the mysterious man, a black fog surrounded them, turning them into scary and mysterious 𝗟𝗯𝗄 Thompson we all know today, and he ran into the darkness, abandoning the man and becoming his own nightmare. Mwahahaha. I love you so much. Wait, okay, you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of reading quests. I'm sure they're fun and interesting, but I just prefer doing the actual activities more. So someone please let me know, is this like the actual story of like 𝗟𝗯𝗄 becoming 𝗟𝗯𝗄 Thompson? Or is this made up? Because I really don't know, honestly. That's kind of embarrassing, but it's okay. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, this one is a shorter one. When I was little, I used to live in a neighborhood where everyone celebrated Halloween. One time people dressed up as scary clowns and started chasing people. When they were chasing me, I ran away until I was almost lost. I saw the clowns looking for me only to see if I was alright afterwards. Oh my gosh, that's awful. I feel like you could definitely get arrested for that. That's terrible, I'm sorry. Alright, the next one starts off with, one time when I was around 3, I used to live in a house that me and my family believed was haunted. One night I was laying down in bed trying to sleep and my mom walked down the hall dressed in winter clothes, which was weird because it was spring. I said hi, but she didn't respond, and walked into the guest room. Something you should know is the guest room has no other room in it and leads to nothing. She walked in there and didn't come out. I asked her the following morning why she was in there, and she said she never was. Years later, and she still claims she never walked back there. What? Did you see, like, oh my, okay, like, let me know your thoughts on, like, paranormal activity, because I'm very curious to know, and no judgment whether you believe in ghosts, you believe in spirits, believe in demons, don't believe in any of it. I'm here for it. Let me know. That is extremely spooky. I am sorry that probably creeped you out a lot since you were only 3. Okay, this one says, this isn't that creepy, but it still kind of freaks me out a little bit. At one of my old houses, I would occasionally hear some noises on my window, but whenever I opened the blinds, it was gone. Pretty sure it was just a squirrel or something, but I still think that house is haunted. Once on Halloween, I was trick-or-treating with 2 friends. Me and my friend went to one door and the other friend went to another door. We heard a slam and our friend wasn't there anymore. We got scared and ran home, told our parents, and rang the police. It was on the news 2 weeks later and came home 3 months ago. Spooky. Wait, so your friend didn't appear for 3 months? Oh my gosh. Okay, let this be a PSA. Never go trick-or-treating alone. Even if your friends are just at another door, always approach a door that you don't know, especially on Halloween with someone else, because you never know whose door you're knocking on, even in your own neighborhood. Just saying. Okay. One time at a birthday party of mine, it was 3 or 4 years ago, we brought one of the color-changing lights out from the pool into the room we had it all set up in. We had been kind of hanging out near the pool and splashing around in the water a little bit. It was really late, and only one other person had a swimsuit. She lived next door. So we didn't go swimming, but we got kind of cold, so we asked my mom if we could use the lights inside. So we used the net thing and brought one inside and decided to tell spooky stories. I told one about young girls disappearing and becoming possessed when they came back. And I used the 7 or 8 friends I had there as the characters. And a big part of the story was that it would happen when the lights turned out. Once I finished, I decided to turn on the lights because we were scared and they wouldn't turn on, and I was like, guys, they won't turn on. So we all sprinted out of the room into the kitchen screaming, and my mom and grandma were like, oh, what's wrong? And we explained, and my mom said, and I quote, oh, I unplugged that light to blow up the air mattress. And that was the end of scary stories for the night. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Oh man, hopefully it made it kind of a fun experience and less scary, like it was a joke. I don't know, hopefully it didn't freak you out too much. One time I had been hanging out with my friends in our usual area, a small gate thing in one of the corners of the fence that surrounded our school. And we were chatting about how we were excited for Halloween and stuff, and then I had been kind of like looking around and goofing off while we chatted, doing tricks like going up and down from backbends and the splits kind of thing. And I got bored of that, so I looked at the ravine next to the school and was trying to find the tallest tree. And while I was looking at one, I saw this weird shape floating above the trees and thought it was like a plastic bag. But I took a closer look and it definitely was like a person's shape. So I was like, OMG, what is that? And my friends looked over and saw it and were super confused too. It's been 2 years. I still have no idea what that was. That's really creepy. This is like interesting because I've never had like a creepy sighting experience before, so very interesting. Alright, this one says, hello, my experience is actually an IRL one. So one night, I think it was around 2 a.m, I woke up to use the restroom. When I came back into my room, I sat on my bed and glanced at my mirror. Okay, wait, this is creeping me out because my bed is right next to 2 mirrors. It was across the room facing my bed. Shoot, I have a mirror right in front of my bed. I swear on my life, I saw a lady sitting next to me on my bed. She looked like she was in her late 20s, in a white 50s style dress with brown hair up in a bun. When I looked at the mirror again, she had disappeared. I still remember it to this day, and it still gives me an eerie feeling. I didn't feel negative energy from her, but still. Also, I love your videos. Thank you. Oh my gosh, wait, that's it's kind of creeping me out because like I do that sometimes, and it's always like creepy walking around when everyone else is asleep in the house. But oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna move on. That one's spooky. One time I was on the Queen Mary, a big ship where I live. It's used for a hotel, it's pretty old, with my aunt, cousin, and sister. Me, my cousin, and my sister went to go explore because we thought we could see if we can find anything spooky. We started looking around and we came across this room that we heard of. It's supposedly some sort of really haunted room. My sister and cousin looked through the eye hole, but I stood out in the hallway. While they were looking, I heard something far away from us, like it was someone screaming. I heard multiple voices screaming, and they were loud. I said, "Did you guys hear that?" They said, "Hear what?" I said, "Those noises. There were people screaming." They said nobody was screaming. Oh my goodness. Okay, I do not like that. Wow. Okay, here's my spooky story. So one day I was coming back from a play in London. I needed a cab, so my dad called one to where I was. I tried to open the door, but the driver kept yelling and said, "Stop pulling on the door, this is a handicapped car," or something along those lines. So I said sorry and got in. The driver started to drive off. But thank you, Father dearest. My dad started swearing, and no joke, he was yelling so loud everyone was looking at him. My dad called the cab company with the license plate number, and the driver got fired. Moral of the story, don't trust cab drivers, you might get kidnapped. Oh my goodness. I'm really glad that your dad was there to fix the situation because that could have been extremely dangerous. I'm really sorry that happened. Wow. Okay. Alright, those are going to be all the stories that I'm going to read today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope this got you into the spooky spirit a little bit more. Oh, hello person joining us for the outro. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more. Super excited for all the Christmas content that's gonna be coming. I'm already getting super hyped up. Okay, anyways, it's not Christmas, it's Halloween. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!